Hello, good morning and welcome to your Mondays this morning.
Right, here's what we've got coming up on the show today. If you are feeling the January squeeze on your bank balance, have you considered reselling things you no longer use online?
Well, today Alice Beer is proving how easy it is to make cash from your old belongings. So, Alice, is this easy? Or is this once you start going, you're like, oh, it's more complicated than you
Do you know what? It is complicated. There are so many different sites and there's so many different things you can sell. I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to hold your hand, talk you through it. We're going to start small. We're going to build up to big, and you are going to shift your stuff and bring in the cash.
Sounds very good. All right, thank you. See you in a bit, Alice. Phil Vickery is also helping to keep more money in your bank account. You're making a family feast at just £1 a head
£1
today.
a head. Now, when we were kids, we always, on the Monday, we always had leftover Sunday roast. Mum always cooked it up. But on Tuesday, we always had jacket potatoes in some way, shape or form. So my mum used to double cook them, double bake them, anything she had left around the fridge. Today, here it is. So we've got a bit of bacon there, a little bit of cheese. If you want that, you don't have to. Onions, dead simple. Can of tomatoes makes a quick sauce in the oven. Yeah.
And that, like, when it's so cold outside, that is exactly what you want to eat,
It's
isn't it?
such a lovely thing to eat.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
I just wandered over and had a sniff. They smell lovely.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see you do that.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. Very
You want to watch
sneaky
him, he'll be over there.
Also today,
I live my life in chapters, as I said, and this chapter, since I was about 50, so for the last decade or so, I've lived a life which is much freer. I've never felt freer. So I have ignored the looking for one person, and I have a number of what I would call special friends.
Carol Vorderman certainly got people talking after making that revelation on our show, but how does her relationship with her 5 special friends actually work? Carol will be here to tell us all about her very modern love life in around 15 minutes.
Also on the show today, they're on a mission to declutter our busy homes. The Style Sisters will be sharing more home organising tips at 10:30.
After spending weeks disguised as rubbish on The Masked Singer, sporting star Stephen Hendry will be telling us about swapping his snooker cue for a microphone just before 11.
And she said goodbye to Albert Square, but is this really the end of Janine Butcher? We'll be joined by EastEnders star Charlie Brooks at 11:15.
And make sure you are standing by your phone if you've entered. It's 12:10 today as we're bringing you the wheel and the balls. You choose which you like for Spin to Win.
But we're starting this morning by discussing today's biggest news stories. Giles Brandreth is here, Sonia Soda, you're poised and raring to go.
We're poised, ready to go. I ought to explain that I am one of Carol's special friends, but not one of her special friends. There is a subtle difference, which she will be explaining to you.
Well,
the things I've learned through being a friend of Carol for 40 or more years.
You'd have learnt more if you were a special friend.
I would have learned so much.
One of them's an astronaut.
Indeed.
Oh, you obviously know.
I've seen the photographs. I mean,
oh, God.
Talk about a lunar landing. Anyway, let's move on to what we've got to discuss today.
Right, let's begin with this. So the National Grid to pay customers who turn off. So some households will be paid for not using electricity tonight between 5 and 6 p.m. This is a new scheme by the National Grid. It's really important to say right from the get-go, this is not in response to a supply shortage, and that people should definitely not be worried about this.